pressure on the preacher parent to make the son live a particular lifestyle. You can challenge the pastor and say, see what your son is wearing. See the haircut on your son. Sometimes ago, I think it was 2 weeks ago, that I was listening to one popular minister in Nigeria, in Lagos State, who said that his son came home with one nice heavy coat, and himself and the wife were jittery. How can you put on this kind of hair? And the first question he said he asked the boy was that, what do you want people to say if they see you tomorrow? Now, the problem is not what I am saying if I see this coat on you. The problem is, what do you want the people in church to say? So unconsciously, most pastors put their children under that pressure of the society, letting the children themselves know that I'm not the one deciding the events now. It's the people that is deciding the events. How do you want them to see you? What would they say about the pastor's son? They'll begin to look at me as if I don't know how to raise a child. That's the man himself is under the pressure, so the child naturally comes under the same pressure.
Praise God. Praise God. This is getting interesting, and I would like to tell our viewers to like, share, invite your friends to come and listen to this good news. And I know that by the end of the program, you will be greatly blessed. So, sir, I would like to ask you, pastors' kids, are they really different from every other children around? Maybe, let's say, because they are pastors' children, or they are born of a pastor, or because their parents decide to take up a pastoral vocation. Does it make them different from other kids? Should they be treated differently? Or should we say, okay, because it's a pastor's child, yes, are they different? Do they also have this pastoral calling upon their lives?
Special anointing.
Yes. So we would like to know, how should the pastor's kids, are they different?
They are born to be different.
Yeah.
The pastor's kids are born to be different, but they are not meant to be treated in a different way. Now, in fact, in this book, the first chapter, what I said is the unique calling of a pastor's kid. A pastor's child has a calling. You can't just come tomorrow and say you're a pastor's child, except that you are born by a pastor. So he has a calling. The calling is to help his father, to see his father succeed. You know? But they are not meant to be treated in a special way. They are meant to be treated like any of their mates. The challenge we have is that people feel that once you're a pastor's child, we should treat you like a pastor from the first day you are born. So you can see somebody asking a 10-year-old boy and say, oh, I know you grew up to be a pastor like your father. A child who does not even know where his life is heading to, who does not even have any orientation, you are beginning to reframe his mindset. You are telling him, how can you walk like this? No, this is not how to dress because you're a pastor's child. So people, you don't treat them differently. I tell people, I said, the way you treat your child is the way you should treat the pastor's child. Don't expect more from a pastor's child than you expect from your child. If you have a 20-year-old child who cannot recite one chapter of the Bible offhand, don't expect the pastor's child who is 20-year-old to recite the same. So if he's able to recite it, let's give him kudos for it. Let's not say it's actually a pastor's kid.
So it's normal. That's what is expected.
A pastor's kid does not have the Bible software installed in his memory from heaven. It's just the pastor's kid. He has to learn it the same way your child has to learn it. So if you want to put the pastor's kid under any form of pressure, first ask yourself, have I put my children at home of this age under this pressure? If I'm not putting under the pressure, treat the pastor's kid the way you would treat your own kid.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. That because just like we were saying, I was opportune to meet one of this pastor's son because of this topic that we're going to do today, or 2 days ago, and I was trying to engage this pastor's kid because two of them, the father happens to be a senior pastor, a provincial pastor in Redeemed Christian Church of God, and I was wondering that, what are you doing here? You are in my church. This church is big enough. I expect you to just be supportive and do much for your dad, saying that he's the one there. And I believe you have the grace and the anointing and what you need to really support him. And I asked him that, what made you leave that place? Why not there? Why I'm asking, I want to ask you this question, and he told me some other things, and I really want to ask you right now that, is there the church as a whole, do they also have a role to play in mounting pressure on pastor's kids? Because some of the things he was telling me that he finds it difficult to do the things other kids do. It's like there's this monitoring. You can't do it this way. You know your own case is special seat like this. This one, you know, and he just wanted to have his own life, just the way he wants to have it. And at some point, I had to like, I need to just get out of this place to be who I really want to be. So apart from the other pressures out there, the society, the church that this pastor's kids or this pastor is pastoring at the moment, do they have influence, mounting pressures on these kids? And what are the kind of pressure that these kids might be having as a pastor's kids?
Maybe I should clear this. When I talk about the society, I'm not talking about the unbelievers outside. Right. When I mean the society, I'm actually talking about the church. The church. The immediate society of the pastor's kids. The unbelievers outside don't put pressure as much on pastor's kids. They have no problem with them. They don't even know they are pastor's kids in the first place. The problem is the church. For example, the example you gave, you said that you challenge him why he's not helping his father in the church. That's a pressure. Because you have in your mindset, you feel that since a pastor's kid, he's not free to go to any other church if he wants to go. His life is tied to his father's ministry. You understand? Now, if I'm a medical doctor, my son is not under any obligation to come to my office every day and come and help me in the office. If I'm an engineer, my son is not under an obligation to come to my office as an engineer and begin to carry things around. But if I'm a pastor, everybody expects that God has called my father, I must be there for him 24/7. It should be a choice. It should not be a sort of compulsion that I should do. I should be happy doing it. I shouldn't see it as drudgery. Somebody is forcing me to do what I want to do. That's one of the challenges. In fact, I noticed 10 different major challenges that will put pastors' kids on. 10 major ones. I'll just mention them.
Yeah. Well, like,
okay. The first one is unrealistic expectation. Everybody expects that a pastor's kid must live holy from the first day of his life. Must know the Bible, every verse of the Bible. In fact, you give them so much emergency spiritual work to do in church without bothering to know their level of spirituality. We need somebody to pray for us. There's a pastor's child, you pray for us. You don't even know if he has prayed that day. You don't know if his life is in tune with God at that moment. So number one is the unrealistic expectation. Another major challenge is that the way they lose friends. Pastors get transferred from time to time. The pastor is here in this church. He has spent 5-7 years. The children have made relationships, they have made friendships. They have lots of family they are close to. And just in 2 weeks' time, their father announced to him, I've been transferred to another church. He's losing all of his friends, all of the connection, all of the network. And nobody bothers about the pastor's kid. So where the father is...
Sorry to interrupt you. Okay. So it's possible that changing of environment, I'm beginning to think, could even be causing a sort of emotional imbalance in the lives of those kids, in the lives of those children.
Because what you just said now was one of the things the person I engaged told me.
It causes so much. Now I have people I just discussed with yesterday. We have 3 years plan, we have 5 years plan. I have people around me that we've been talking about, and my father just comes home and announces, I've been transferred. In the next 2 weeks, we are moving. You have cut all the connections away from me. Now it's